Hello friends, welcome back. This is such an exciting video to film. I have been planning and waiting for this day for a while because, you know what? We're talking about some of my very favorite things in the world, and in particular, these two things, which are the CurrentBody Series 1 and the CurrentBody Series 2 LED masks. So this whole video is going to be comparing, contrasting, telling you maybe the basics if you don't know about LED masks, why it's pretty much my holy grail. It's the one consistent skincare device that I can use and do use on an almost everyday basis, why I think it's a great thing to have in your routine. So I am going to go into the background on what LED therapy is, what about the wavelengths matter, all of the specifics, the technology behind these two masks. I'm going to tell you what the differences are between the Series 1, the Series 2. Of course, I will show you what it looks like on my face, you know, the specs of those types of things. We'll also go through the cost because they are different costs. Obviously, maybe not obviously, but the new one is going to be a little bit more money. I'm going to tell you why. And I'm also going to talk about the program, which is called Veritas, which was created by CurrentBody. We're going to go into detail about that. I think that's everything. So if you're excited for this video, please give it a big ol' like. I do want to thank CurrentBody. They are sponsoring this video. I am so excited to be working with them because I don't know, if you've watched any of my other skincare device videos, I will post some here. They're pretty much my favorite, and I do feel like this collaboration and this partnership is just so organic and natural that it was easy for me to say yes, and I'm just so excited and grateful to be working with them. So with that all said, they are giving me a code. It will be 20% off, which is huge. Normally my discount is 10% off. 20% off is, I would say, like a pretty massive difference. So if you are looking to buy this either for yourself or a loved one for Black Friday, I will link that in the description below, and I will also put it on the screen so you have that there. And just know that any of these purchases that you do use through my link and my code do help me so much. I really appreciate your support. And of course, goes without saying, I don't put stuff on my channel that I don't truly believe in. That's why you probably don't see me hawking every product and device. So you know that I really love it when I am talking about it like this. So all of that said, I'm in my new filming location. It's not at all unpacked or anything, but we're making do and we're gonna have fun because this is a fun video. So like, subscribe, do all those things, and we'll get going. So let's talk about what LED light therapy is, because I think that's the most basic and the best jumping off point to start with. LED light therapy is a skincare treatment that uses different wavelengths of light to stimulate the skin's natural healing process. So as the light is absorbed into the skin's different layers, it triggers various reactions. Red and near-infrared light wavelengths kickstart the skin's collagen production and natural healing mechanisms, helping reduce inflammation and wrinkles and leaving your skin looking smooth, fresh, and glowing. And who doesn't love that? LED treatments also increase blood circulation, which delivers essential nutrients to the skin's surface, and as a result helps to improve the appearance of blemishes and scars on the skin. LED therapy works by using specific wavelengths, which we're going to get into in a little bit, to trigger photobiochemical reactions within your cells. And you may have seen some of the other LED masks out there that have red and yellow and blue and green and amber. There are a lot of different wavelengths, but we're just going to focus on a few here because what CurrentBody does is they focus on the red and the near infrared and even the deep near infrared, which is newer. So we're not going to go into detail about all the others, but just know they do exist. And one of the big ones out there that you may see is the blue, which is better for acne prone skin or blemishes. For me personally, like all of that sounds so great, but what do I want? Like somebody who's a regular everyday user whose main concern is really the aging, wrinkles, fine lines, that kind of thing. I don't have acne prone skin. That's not my biggest concern. So I don't ever really focus on the blue light or purple light. But for me, it's the boost in collagen. If you have been around the skincare community at all, you know that boosting your collagen is one of the best ways to increase the longevity and the look and health of your skin. As we age, we lose collagen in our skin and our body, and that is one of the ways that you see the visible aging in your face especially. So for me, any way I can increase collagen is one that I'm going to try. This is no serums needed, just me putting on a mask, and it's gonna help over time boost collagen. So for me, that's huge. It also can help you reduce redness and improve your skin tone. And a lot of people, if they have a breakout, they notice that the red light therapy can help with breakouts. And speaking of, I don't know what product I put on recently. You won't be able to see it because I have makeup on, but I have some bumps right here, here, and one there. And so I'm gonna be just wearing this every morning in my normal routine, but I will be looking to see if that does help, because for me, it's not usually a concern, but all of a sudden, we got some acne. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the wavelengths. I talked about that a little bit before, and you'll remember in the last video where I compared the Temu device with my CurrentBody Series 1, the Temu device had like 8 different wavelengths, 8 different colors, and I said, really, that shouldn't be the selling point. You should focus on getting one that does a really good job and you know the parameters, versus having one that does 8 different things and you're not actually sure if any of them work. So that's what we're gonna talk about right now. LED light has been used for many different concerns for the face and body since it was discovered by NASA in the 1960s, which just personally I think is so cool. When we talk about red, that is the most common LED wavelength that you're going to see, and the CurrentBody wavelength is 633 nm. And what that does is it reaches the mitochondria of the dermis to improve cell oxygenation. So mitochondria, you may remember from science class, those are the power plants of your skin cells. Next up, we have near infrared, 830 nms is the wavelength for CurrentBody. And this reaches into the dermis to accelerate cell repair and soothe redness, irritation, and build strength for fragile skin conditions. So this is what gives you that glow. Like right now, this glow is brought to you by some Charlotte Tilbury, but after you're using this device on a current and consistent basis, you may start to see that glow and that healthier skin start to appear. Today, my skin was not looking great on its own, but I will show you clips of my skin without any makeup on, of course. And now the most exciting, which is the new deep near infrared. This is new to the Series 2 mask, and this is at a wavelength of 1072 nms. In areas where signs of aging are more pronounced, we're talking under their eyes, around the mouth, this is going to penetrate up to 10 millimeters into the hypodermis. They have strategically placed these LEDs around the eyes and the mouth to target those areas, and it's very specific in the placement because those are the areas that are more sensitive and need additional kind of love and support. Now, one of the big things that I like to talk about with LED masks and kind of all skincare devices, remember going back to that Temu video, stronger is not always better. It can actually harm your skin, and a lot of devices, they are too powerful. And especially when it comes to LED, it's not necessarily that you're looking for the strongest and most powerful, but you want the correct dosage. So that's exactly what CurrentBody has done. They have the balanced precision of wavelengths, targeting different areas that need it more. I like to caveat that because stronger is not always better. Okay, so we've gotten through the science of it all. So you're probably wondering like, okay, Dana, like tell me how it works. And of course I'm gonna do that. You know I'm gonna help you out. I mean, it's also pretty obvious. Like, let's take the Series 1, for example. There's not much to it. It has one strap on the back. This is your elastic strap. And then you've got your charger here with a long cord. And now I do want to emphasize that the charging kind of device is a little different, which I think is a huge improvement from the Series 1 to the Series 2. The Series 1 has your battery like this. You can plug it in there. And this comes off, so you can actually just charge that, which is pretty nice, but it also falls off. I've had many times where I move about and this will fall off and the mask will turn off. In the Series 2, it is attached. So you can see nothing's falling off. You charge it there like always, and then you press power there. So I think that's a pretty big distinction and difference, but we're also gonna go into the actual mask now. So one of the best things about LED masks, and I should be showing you both, I'll show you the Series 2, is that you don't need anything. You literally need your face and the mask. No gels, no serums. It's just so simple. You do want to put it on clean, dry skin. Some people will spray some moisturizer or serum spray on before. I've done it. I don't think it's like gonna change the game, so don't feel like you need anything, but a clean, dry face is really all that you want. Now, the other thing I've talked about before is that consistency and use are key. If you get this and you wear it once a week, you're probably not gonna see much change. That's just like if you were gonna work out once a week. Do you think you'd see a lot of change? Probably not. I mean, unless you're running a marathon that one day. But yeah, you're gonna be doing this for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes out of your day, I would say in the beginning especially, they recommend 3 to 5 times a week. And I really do think that to see any noticeable changes, you do want to be consistent and use it, if not every day, 3 to 5 times a week. For me, I made it a part of my routine. I just do it when I wake up. It's a nice kind of like refreshing part of my day where I don't have to think. I can keep my eyes closed a little, 10 minutes and I'm done. And then I don't have to think about anything else for the day. So if it works for you in the morning or at night, whatever, just make it a part of your routine. And then you are more likely to continue to use it. A few more things about comparing these two masks. For the Series 1, you had 132 bulbs in the mask, and these are the bulbs, you can see them. And then in the new mask, you have 236. So you have got, I would say, what is that? Not more than double, but like almost double the amount in the new mask. You also have the red, the near infrared, and the deep infrared in the new Series 2. Whereas in the old Series 1, you had red and near infrared. The other thing that they have changed is the strap on the back. So as you can see with this Series 2, the strap is way more kind of intense than the Series 1. And I think that's a really great thing because I remember when I wear the Series 1, I would often have to put my hair in like a high ponytail and then put the strap over the ponytail to keep it in the right place. But with this, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna hold it right in place. And I think that's a really nice addition. They've also added this chin strap. So as you can see here, this is your mask. And then at the bottom, this is attached, but this is a chin strap that helps you get the jowls part of your face, which a lot of people really like to target. In terms of our prices, the Series 2 is $469 and the Series 1 is $380. Like I said, I have a 20% off discount, so that's gonna get the Series 2 down to $375, and that is without tax, but that's a huge difference, and I think it's like, you're basically getting the price of the Series 1, but with the new, more advanced technology of the Series 2. And then the last thing about the battery is that, as you can see, this one in the Series 2 has this strap, which is super handy. The old Series 1 doesn't have anything, so if I want, I don't know why I would put it here, but just so you can see, I can strap it to my shirt and then I can walk around, I can do the dishes, I can do whatever. And I don't feel like I'm tethered to the outlet or a chair. You can move about, which is very nice. And the last thing that is new to the Series 2 is what's called Veritas. So when CurrentBody was developing the Series 2, they couldn't really find LEDs that match the precision that they wanted. So they basically created their own. So they wanted the customer to see where each and every LED has come from, when they were selected, and to show basically that the very best make it into the mask. So that is what Veritas, the Veritas standard is. You get this card, which is the CurrentBody skin, and with this you can track to see those LEDs, where they came from, when they were selected, and so forth. So they're just making things like leveling it up a notch. So that's one of the other things, you know, you can always expect CurrentBody to take it to the next level, and they've definitely done that here. Okay, guys, so I know that's a lot of information, but we're gonna get into my final thoughts and really the specifics of it, because I like to do like a cost by use analysis, and I will get into that right now because it's not a cheap thing. So this is a purchase that, you know, you wanna think about and make sure that you are okay spending a little bit more, but it is an investment piece, and it's one of the best investment pieces I've ever bought, and I have quite a few LED masks. So, like I have said from the very beginning, I love both of these. Now, I think if you don't have anything in your collection and you're considering between 1 and 2, 100% go with 2. That deep near infrared around the eyes and the mouth is so invaluable. It's just not out there in a lot of masks these days. And you're just getting a little bit more precision in the lights. You're getting more bulbs. You're also getting a better fit of the mask. This one is way more customized to the face, as you can see, versus this one, which is a little bit more like a pancake. So as I mentioned before, with my discount code of 20%, this is gonna come down to $375 without tax. Tax will be added, of course, but that's basically the same price as the Series 1. So I think the discount especially helps you get to a really great number. And if we're looking at it with that number in mind, $375, I broke it down to price per use. If you use it 365 days a year, which I myself do not do that. I try to, and I get pretty close. But just for example's sake, if you're going to use it 365 days a year, it will cost you $1.02 per use. That's pretty incredible. I don't know what else you buy these days that will pay off in dividends in that way. Now, if you use it 5 times a week, which is a little bit more, I would say, realistic to a lot of people's schedule, it's $1.44 per use. That's after 1 year, it has paid for itself. Now we're talking 3 times a week. Even so, like 3 times a week, hopefully you're gonna start seeing some differences. That is $2.40 per use. All of them are way less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks these days. So in my opinion, if you want to do one good thing for your face and you're willing to kind of put in, not even that work, you just sit there with it on your face. But if you're willing to consistently use it over the course of a year, you are going to see that investment pay off pretty quickly. And like I mentioned in the beginning, this for me is a holy grail. It's such an easy skincare device. I personally love the fact that I don't have to use serums. I don't have to get my hands dirty. I can put it on and take it off. No one will notice. I can go about my day right afterward. So for me, it is my holy grail skincare device. I think LED lights are so invaluable. So if I'm going to choose any LED mask on the market, it's gonna be this one, the Series 2. But I do think, if you just really want to get that 20% off, but you don't want to spend as much, the Series 1 I have used now for, I think it's like 2 years, and it's going to do the job just as well. So those are kind of my final thoughts. I would definitely go with the Series 2. I'm so grateful to have it. I've been using it every day since I got it. And I think it's just one of those things that once you put in a little bit of an investment into your skincare, all of your other parts of your routine are going to pay off. Just keep wearing your sunscreen, put a moisturizer on, clean your face, and then you're good to go. You can keep it simple and still have nice, beautiful, glowing skin. If you have watched to this point, I so appreciate you watching. I really appreciate CurrentBody for working with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.